Good morning. Today we are going to discuss about automobile engineering and I am Vijay Lakshmi, Assistant Professor, Thandai Periyar Government Institute of Technology, Vellore. Today we are going to discuss about the basics classification of automobiles. Automobiles are broadly classified into various types based upon many criteria. A brief classification of the automobiles is listed below. Based on the purpose, we classify it into passenger vehicles, goods vehicles, and special purpose vehicles. Passenger vehicles are mainly used for carrying passengers. These includes buses, cars, passenger trains, etc. Goods vehicles are used to carry goods from one place to another place. Lorry, goods carrier, example. And special purpose vehicles include vehicles like ambulance, fire engines, army vehicles, and other off road vehicles. And this is the classification based upon the purpose. Next, we'll see how they are classified based upon the load capacity. Light duty vehicles are small motor vehicles like car, jeep, scooter, etc. They are capable of carrying very light loads. Whereas heavy duty vehicles are capable of carrying bulk loads, large and they use large and bulky motor. Examples bus, truck, tractor, these are all classified as heavy duty vehicles. So they are used mainly for transporting heavy machineries, goods, and all those things. And next we can see how they are classified based upon the fuel used. And based upon the fuel used, they are classified as petrol engines, diesel engines, gas vehicles, electrical vehicles, and steam engine vehicles. And in this syllabus, we will be mainly dealing with petrol engine vehicles and diesel engine vehicles. So petrol engine vehicles are automobiles which use gasoline or petrol as a fuel, mostly scooters, cars, motorcycles, etc. And they are used for mainly light duty vehicles only. And diesel engine vehicles are vehicles which are powered by diesel fuel and they are used for carrying heavy duty or for heavy duty vehicles. Examples trucks, buses, tractors, etc. Gas vehicles is use gas turbine as a power source, turbine power cars, that is F1 cars, all those things. And electrical vehicles which use electricity as power source. So electric cars, electric scooters, electric buses, all these come under this category. Steam engine vehicles are automobiles which are powered by steam engine, steamboat, locomotives, especially the trains which are being run in Ooty, all those are steam engine vehicles, steam wagon, etc. So we have now seen how they are classified based upon the fuel used. In addition to that, you also have alternate fuel vehicles, which is being currently in trend, where you use fuel cell, CNG, LPG, all those as fuels. And for using these fuels, some basic modifications are being carried out in both petrol or diesel engines based upon the compatibility of the automobile newly alternate fuel to the existing fuel design. And based upon the drive of the vehicles, we have left hand drive, that is the steering wheel is fitted to the left hand side and you also have the right hand side. And you also have a special case called as fluid drive, which is for automatic transmission where you use torque converter, fluid flywheel, and that is hydromatic transmission. And next classification is based upon the number of wheels and axles. So axles are what? The wheels, the shaft to which the wheels are attached are called as axles. So basically you have two-wheeler, which includes motorcycles, scooters, etc. Three-wheelers, tempos, auto rickshaws, etc. Four-wheelers, car, jeep, bus. Six-wheelers, heavy buses, lengthy buses. Trucks, which has six tires, and you have two rear wheels for additional reaction if the length of the bus is too long. You can see such type of buses running in metro city where it is being two compartments are being joined in the middle. But mainly in this particular semester we will be concentrating only on four wheelers, that is mainly on cars, where we will be studying about the various aspects of the car from frame, transmission, engine, suspension, brake, and also some of the alternate fuels which are being used. And next, you can classify automobiles based on the type of transmission. So you have manual transmission vehicles where you change the gears manually, and automatic transmission vehicles where based upon the speeds the gear ratios are automatically changing. They are called as automatic transmission gears. And semi-automatic transmission gears, we have a manual gear with the assistance of some power sources, hydraulic source or pneumatic source, which assist in the power transmission. And based upon the suspension systems, basically they are classified into conventional. In conventional we use leaf spring, where for both the wheels you have only a single, or for the one axle you have the spring as a suspension. So if anything affects one wheel, it will affect the other wheel also. And next is independent transmission, which uses coil springs, torsion bars, and major McPherson strut, so and so. The main aspect of independent suspension is if one wheel enters into a pothole or it climbs over a small rise, the other wheel will not be affected by it. So this is the advantage of independent suspension. Generally, we tend to have independent suspension in the front and we use conventional suspension in the rear. So with this, we have discussed about how automobiles are broadly classified. And this is the first topic of the first unit. And in the next class, we'll discuss about the types of layout, how the various parts of the car are being arranged in a car, or the positions where they are attached to the frame. So the layout of the automobile, the materials for the frame, and the various types of frames that are being used will be discussed in the next lecture. With this, I finish this topic, classification of automobiles. Thank you.